Greetings everyone, I am Lotus Prince, and the game I plan to show you today is Child of Eden for the PS3. Oh, that's right folks, I have a PS3 and I can capture in HD. Let's go crazy! Now before I get to the actual LP, I should probably tell you a little bit about Child of Eden. Not too much new material to cover if you've seen my Rez Let's Play. It happens to be created by the same person who made Rez, and it plays in very much the same way, with, of course, a major graphical overhaul. Rez was a lot about the music, obviously. It was dedicated to Kandinsky, who had synesthesia, and a lot of the game was very psychedelic in nature. This game is also quite psychedelic in nature, though not as... It's in a different way. It's not like everything here is orange, and now what's going to happen when I shoot this enemy? What color will it turn into? It's more of visual effects rather than color washing you out with color. But believe me, this game has a lot of color. And speaking of all that, fair warning, this game has a lot of flashing lights and kind of crazy motion, bright things coming toward you. If you are even slightly worried about having a seizure or an epileptic fit, anything like that, stay well away from this Let's Play. It's only going to be 6 episodes long. Come back next time. Do yourself a favor. Don't put yourself in harm's way, because this game's got a lot of disorienting moments in it. You've been warned. As for the content of the game itself, again, plays very much like Rez. You have a targeting reticule, you hold the fire button to lock on to up to 8 targets, release to actually fire. There are some slight tweaks to this. Number 1, you have a different button that shoots a different kind of blast. When you press the button, you immediately fire. It's a purple shot that's used on purple enemies, which otherwise cannot be harmed, and it's used against enemies' attacks, which also are purple. So it's a way of defending yourself as well. The bombs are still back. This time they're called Euphoria. They basically clear the screen of enemies or hurt bosses. Oh, and regarding the 8 target lock-on system, if you target all 8 things and then you release, normally it's just good for you. But this time, in this game, if you do it to the beat of the music, it'll say perfect, and you get a score multiplier, starting with ×2. If you get another perfect in a row, it'll be ×3. If you do it way off beat, then your combo will break. If you do it slightly off beat, it will say good instead of perfect. It will not increase your multiplier, but it won't break your combo either. So if you have a perfect ×3 and you get a good, the next perfect you get will be perfect ×4, assuming you haven't completely broken the combo by then. I believe the combo counter goes up to 8. So there is a limit, but it's amazing. And also, once again, your shots and enemy deaths contribute to the music. The music is not quite the same as Rez. All of it is done by the band's Genki Rockets. It's really good music, and it fits the game very well. I personally prefer Rez's music, but this game has extremely effective music for what it's conveying, just as Rez did. Both work best with their respective games, so I definitely still like what we have here. And once again, this may not be in the full 1080p. Well, frankly, the HD recorder can only go up to 1080i, only, but it's not in the full 1080. It's 720, but trust me, you're not even going to notice. This game is spectacular looking. This is an experience. This is what I saw at PAX East that I said looked like the most beautiful game I've ever seen. It came out on the Kinect first, well, the 360 first, preferably with Kinect Play, and it came out on the PS3 months later. And as a matter of fact, look again at the box art. It's not changed from the 360 version, and it actually looks weird for the PS3 because it's still a person going like this as though with a Kinect, and you can't do that here. Although it is Move compatible. I do not use a Move, but if you want to get a little more involved and immersed into the experience, you can always do that. But you know what, I think I've talked enough about the game, and if you've seen my Rez LP, you already know what's coming. So you know what, let's go ahead and get started.
Lotus Prince. Let's play.
Leaderboards, can't say I care about that. No! Thank you. Ah, yes, Ubisoft. Of Beyond Good and Evil fame. And Q? Entertainment. I'm loving this title screen. Now, while the title screen's playing, this is one of those games where the opening movie comes up after a bit when you let the title screen sit, so I'll tell you a little bit about the game. Its controls are remarkably similar to that of Rez. You hold the fire button to target, you release to let go, and you can get up to 8 things in a single shot. But there's also a different button, an alternate fire, which shoots purple shots, effective on purple enemies, and at enemies' shots, which are also purple. Oh, here we go. This is the basic prologue. This is Lumi, chillin' in her garden of wonders. These graphics are insane. Look at that. That water is unbelievable. I find it interesting that her hair blows in the wind, and yet nothing else is affected, so there may not even be wind. That's kind of terrifying. What the hell is that? Other than strange. Ugh. That's probably not good. Whoa. What is this, Jacob's Ladder? Whatever just happened, we better do something about it. Let's get started. Now, like I said, the purple fire is used on purple enemies and their purple fire. It'll also work on regular enemies, but it's weaker than your main shot. So let's just begin straight away with Matrix. In addition, you can target up to 8 enemies, like I said. Oh my god, these graphics. Look at all those small pieces. But yes, you can target up to 8 enemies. Ooh, psychedelic. See that? Now, in Rez, the more enemies you targeted at once, the more your score would be multiplied. In this, no matter how many things you target, their points remain the same. However, when you target 8 enemies, if you release the fire button to the beat of the music, for example, 1, 2, 3, release. That was off. Nothing happened. On the other hand, oh, that wasn't even a full 8 target. I'm not giving you a good example, am I? Let's try this again. Well, it's only 4 enemies, not helping me. But you do get to see the waves move down the cave. Or the tunnel, whatever you want to call it. Check it out. Amazing. But, well, my point is, if you release the fire button when you're targeting 8 enemies... Oh, here we go. You see, if you do it on the beat, it says perfect. And then you get a score multiplier of ×2, and then everything you touch is worth twice as much as it used to be. If you get another perfect 8 combo, then you get perfect ×3. And if you keep that chain going, you can go all the way up to ×8, making your score insane. If you release the fire button not quite to the beat of the music, it'll say good. It does not increase your multiplier, but your combo will not break either. If you release it offbeat, like I just did, and nothing comes up at the top of the screen, then you were way offbeat, your combo is broken. So the idea is to get 8 combos, have it go to perfect all the way up to 8 things, and then just go to town. Now, I don't really care about a high score. You're not going to see me getting any crazy high scores in this game. I'm just going through the levels to show you their glory. Strange things. I just love all the little pieces that come off. Such intricate detail. Also, our health bar will change as we go through the game. Yeah, being that we don't have a character, we have a sort of health meter on the lower right of the screen. It's those 5 strange trapezoid shapes. Oh, and there's the purple shots I can shoot back. And you notice this enemy was purple, and I shot him with the purple shot to make him not purple and vulnerable to my regular shots. Now, the health thing at the lower right has 5 shapes. Each of them represents pretty much 1 HP. Although some enemies only deal half damage, so you could have up to 10 HP. But bosses deal a full point of damage, so for them you only can take 5 hits. So much to do, so much to see. Look at that. Also, check the walls. Look at all those pieces shaking and moving about. It's insane. Although I think we should be looking down. What I just shot, that blue orb, was your standard health power-up, just like in Res. You might have noticed the purple one I shot earlier. That was the bomb on the lower left. So you see those 2 pulsing circles? In this game it's called Euphoria. It doesn't look spectacular, it just kills all enemies on screen. Makes them go away. Also does damage to bosses. See, there's a purple bomb right there. You can hold up to 3. And now we're kind of on the boss phase of this level. See, this is a main difference between Child of Eden and Res. Child of Eden's regular stage portions are much shorter, the boss portions are much longer. And now we can see the boss's actual health, but we didn't get to hit it much. By the way, as much as I'm talking, I do feel kind of guilty for talking during this Let's Play. I know it's what I do, but for games like Res and Child of Eden, it should really be more of like, listen to this amazing sound. So I'll give you a little bit of dead space here. Look at that. Shoot the purple shots and watch what happens. That is incredible. Oop. I think it was on a collision course with me. And look at those lines it leaves behind. So much detail to this game. Beautiful. I don't tire of that. That is magnificent. So much color. I can't even get over it. And now we're on the Rush Tunnel. What's that? A door with a target you have to destroy for it to unlock? Reminds me of level 2 of Res. Oof, nauseous yet? Good lord. By the way, this level is the most psychedelic. If you could survive this, you could probably handle the rest of the game. I might use Euphoria on level 4, on the 4th door. That was the 3rd door at 3 targets. It's just that this part is it's hard to hit everything. Maybe it's the next part. Oh god! And there's 6 doors, so we're getting there. Hell with that Euphoria. Boom, done. Just because you don't have time, you know. One more set. Did I kill it? I don't even know. Okay. Super boss time. This thing is a spectacle. Look at that. Now what you have to do is take out this simple enemy around it. which unlocks the core, much like Venus Terra, level 3 of res. Destroy the core to progress onward. Little minor enemies, no big deal. But then there's the snake enemy again. Killing that. Where is it? There it is. Taking that thing out unlocks the second core. Only this time the core spits out enemies that can shoot at you. So you gotta deal with them quickly. Repeat again. Third core. Oh, see that? Lots of mean shots coming my way. No big deal, no big deal. I got this. Final core. I used Euphoria just to get rid of the enemies hanging around that thing. Now, let's play a game of shoot the orange bits. This part's non-threatening. It's more of an experience than a boss fight. Look at this. How do you design something like this? It takes a brilliant mind. Come on, step it up! This part blows my mind. Watch what happens when I shoot it. Oh, yeah! Now I want to hit the little red sparkles in there. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Imagine playing this part with a Kinect. Holy crap. And we're making more color appear, too. Let's make even more color, shall we? There we go. Let's get rid of this orange stuff and make it a nice sci-fi computer blue. Better. Oh, but wait. Now we have creatures guarding this core. Let's take them out. One, two, three. Hit that core, hit that core. Look at this effect! We win. Beneath the grime of millennia, the Matrix shines through. Only 2-star rank, but, you know, whatever. Let's get a level 3 background here. See, when it says Matrix, or whatever the level name is, that's the background for the garden. Neuron, and there's normally 4 things to choose from. I've already maxed 2 of them. Refers to an enemy. So let's get the best level we can. Let's see what we've done with Lumi's garden. I didn't give you a good look when I started, but let's see now. Ooh. We got these creatures at level 3, shining in all their glory. We got these little creatures flying by, and look at the little cubes in the bottom, the little blue cubes. Look at that. Our cursor moves them. Is that too much? That is crazy. Well, we've taken care of the first level, Matrix. How about the next level? Evolution. Well, we've beaten the first level of Child of Eden. What do you think? Rather psychedelic, extremely detailed, unbelievably full of color, and the sounds are spectacular, as I would expect from a spiritual sequel to Res. You've seen what the game has to offer, but let's take a look at a different aesthetic. Until next time, everyone.